Ladies and gentlemen, he's completely new to Ignite New Mexico. I'd like to introduce to you how to typeset awesome presentations by Morgan Gangler. Morgan, come on up. Hi guys, so my name's Morgan. I'm a typography nerd. So my entire life is set around how to do really awesome papers. But one of the things that I like is giving awesome presentations. And there's a lot of thought that I have to put into this. So what is typesetting? Fundamentally, it's actually putting together small bits of text and making it look really good. And unfortunately, this is really hard for some people. And so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of inspiration. These are some awesome examples of typesetting. Ignite did a really good job, Google put a lot of the effort, and then, due to an odd quirk, Quelab did a great job. Go Quelab! So, but you might think those are logos, but logos are short pieces of type. And they evoke consistency. And that's an important part of doing an amazing presentation, because presentations are short. And because of that, here's some examples of awesome fonts you can use that anybody can find. You probably have these already installed on your machine. Each one of these has a different personality. Learn them and know them. But you might wonder, why there are no serif fonts on here? Well, Times New Roman and all those are great on paper, except you can't read them on screens. They are hard to read. So, this leads me kind of to the odd cardinal rule number 1. Never use Comic Sans. You cannot read those 3 lines in a professional context for your life, unless you have no soul. But there's a corollary to this. Never use papyrus. It is evil and should never be used ever on a presentation. XKCD, hit it right here, okay? This is hard. Just forget about it. Certain things to consider. Presentations have 3 fundamental basic goals. And an amazing font and consistency can really push all 3 of these. Present context and content. Don't ever forget that you're supposed to teach somebody something they probably either know only a certain amount or to not even hardly any. Make it clear. You're supposed to actually tell them what's in your head. And this is hard. People still don't get this. But most of all, you're supposed to make people come away feeling really good about what they just learned. And this is where things sink in. I've been in a lot of good presentations that they were awesome. The presenter didn't know what they were talking about, and they made it up by having a bad presentation. And that leads me into knowing your audience. This is important. If you're giving a technical presentation, know what they know already. That's the biggest problem with bad presentations. So, cardinal rule number 2. All fonts have personalities. Some are more professional than others. And this makes a difference. A good, easy-to-read font that evokes professionality, such as Helvetica, Arial, Trebuchet, and other hard sans serif fonts, are some of your best choices. This is Typesetting Droid Sans. You will easily find all those. Cardinal rule number 3. Worst place to put code for you people who are programmers. Forget about code on your slides. Never put code unless you're talking about it, because it overrides you, overrides everything else on the slide. And use 3 fonts at most. Header, text, and title. Any more, you lose consistency. Consistency is good. And artsy fonts. Stay away from them. Really, stay away from them, please. Good presentations can be made just as bad by putting in something that seems artsy. So, good presentations can be given by people like me, who stutter, and even by people who don't quite know what they're talking about, so long as they're able to make it look good. So, Thank you so much.